The Switch 2 reveal is right around the corner, like possibly this Thursday kind of corner. I've been holding out until we've got some actual confirmation from Nintendo, but apparently when someone like Nate the Hate drops a huge bombshell of a statement about it coming out this Thursday, heads start to turn, ears start to widen, and now you officially have my attention. But there are a few details that we must dive deeper into to get a better understanding of what could be the best news about the Switch 2 that's not coming directly from Nintendo. What's up guys, Tactics here with another video for you. I'm not going to waste any more time with this one, we're just going to dive right in. Now, I made a video about a week ago giving a few predictions on when Nintendo might reveal the Switch 2 alongside a few games that are still in store for us for the Switch 1 in the early months of 2025. So go check out that video if you haven't already. But let's talk first about the supposed reveal day. According to Nate, we can expect to see a reveal of the Switch 2 as early as January 16th, this Thursday, the same day that Donkey Kong Country Return drops. Normally this would be a huge red flag on the field since it's a day that a game releases. But when you think about what Nintendo intends to do, it becomes a little more believable since Nintendo doesn't seem to have any real intention to show off any software, just the hardware. Honestly, I could see this being the case since it would be very similar to how they revealed the Switch 1, not to mention the sort of mindset that Nintendo has adopted recently on the business side of their marketing plans. Many people would make the argument that Nintendo has sort of lost that bit of uniqueness and odd way that they like to present their hardware and software with a more grounded and practical way. Then there is the matter of how Nintendo has decided to name the successor of the Switch. Instead of giving the system some sort of quirky name similar to the Wii or the Wii U, they decided to stick to something more bland like the Switch 2. In a way, I can understand what fans mean when they say this, considering how Nintendo has been moving these past couple of years with the Switch. There just seems to be less of that Nintendo unique flair and more by the books sort of shift with their plans. At the same time, I can understand Nintendo as well a little since, well, they probably don't want a repeat of the Wii U situation. Either way, let's go a little more in depth though about what Nintendo intends to do with the Switch 2's marketing plans. Now again, Nate says that we could be seeing this reveal on Thursday, but only the hardware, but sometime later in February, maybe even March, perhaps we could see a showcase or reveal of some of the software that Nintendo has been holding out on. And yeah, the idea of having to wait another month or two before we could see more games may not appeal to a lot of people, but that may be the whole point. The hardware showcase may just be a way to appease the investors and other developers once they gauge the reaction of the consumers who are excited to see the specs of the Switch 2. This way, Nintendo hypes up the Switch 2 even more for like another few weeks before giving us some actual games to look at. Because you know people are still going to be talking about this weeks after its reveal, and just when people have reached their boiling point on that subject and starts looking towards the software, Nintendo will give a date revealing a few games for the Switch 2. One presentation of course is going to be for appeasing the third-party developers and investors, while the second showcase will most definitely be about appeasing the gamers. And honestly, I don't really want to go into details that much about what kind of games Nintendo could show us. I think I'll just save that for maybe another video once we get like, I don't know, 100% confirmation that yes, the Nintendo Switch 2 is coming this week, so stay tuned for all of that stuff from Nintendo themselves. But yeah, as for the hardware showcase, I don't think we'll see any new games being shown off at the showcase, again, much like with the Switch 1, unless Nintendo decides to show off some sort of like poster child for the Switch 2. That way they can at least give us some sort of idea of what kind of power that the Switch 2 will have and what other capabilities that the Switch 2 will be able to demonstrate. It's going to be all about the system and what new features it will have. Once again, it will mostly be to appease the investors, but as a gamer myself, I think I can speak for a majority of fans when I say that the main focus for us is without a doubt the software. The games are what's going to really make or break a system. Because what's the use of having all these new features and added horsepower to your brand spanking new system if you don't have anything good to really play on it, right? And to be frank, I think Nintendo has been holding out on a lot of their games because, well, we know that Nintendo likes to do this with a lot of their games even after they've long since been finished. And I do believe once the Switch 2 is revealed, there will be a good number of games that they'll have to show off to us. Now, I'm not going to say that we'll get a huge library of games, but I think it will be a hefty amount, enough to see us through most, if not all, of 2025. At the very least, this week could finally be the week we've all been waiting for. After rumors and leaks after leaks pertaining to the Switch 2, the specs of the system, what it's capable of, and most of all, what this mysterious C button is on the system, all will be answered, possibly on the 16th of this month. However, we still have to keep our expectations in check because we won't really know if this is the date for the Switch 2's reveal or not until Nintendo gives the official green light. Fingers crossed though that it's all true what Nate said. Typically he is pretty correct on a lot of things that he says. But what do you guys think? Could we finally see the reveal of the Switch 2 on Thursday? Let me know in the comments below. I'll leave a link down below to Nate the Hate's podcast of when Switch 2 will be revealed. Alright, there you have it guys. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more news about Nintendo and other related topics if you're feeling even more generous. Either way guys, I appreciate it all the same, and with that, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.